Yeah, she'll do. Like more like. Today we're going to be working on punching. We're going to be working on short range punching though. So from here, start with centering. And I'd like you to just use small movements of the punch. So it's like you're doing a chain punch, but you're only doing it like this. So we're going to be working on very short range punching today, like 1 to 3 inch punching. So just really slowly, like really slow. 3 times slower than you want to do it, as you feel your center. So we're just trying to get your mind into the mechanics of what's happening here. Let the knees stay softly bent. Let the shoulders naturally sink while you center. You just use small movements. So really structurally what's happening? The shoulder joints turning, the elbow joints opening up, and the wrist joint, there's a slight movement, a slight tiny movement of the wrist joint in this direction. Really loosen everything up, use no force. So this is energy training whilst moving. Okay, bring one hand down, your left hand down, and then just leaving the right hand only, so we can, from our stance, just going back and forward now. Just very slightly. So you've got it just in front, so the elbows just in front of you, and you're moving about 3 inches in front. Maintain centering, so we're still thinking center. Center, center, center. Because every movement we do in our system is about putting the state into it so you can release the most power from the body. Make sure that fist is on your center line. Now left hand, so have a go with the left. So let the right arm rest. Let the knees soften, drawing up from Tai Gong, feeling and seeing the whole center. So the objective here is to have the center connected to this movement. All right, and bringing both up again and going into both in that slow, subtle movement. And now feeling the whole body as you do it. So spread the feeling through the whole body while slowly going through the movement. So feeling, 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 feeling. So this is the energy training of short range punching. 1 inch or 3 inch, depending on what exercise we're doing. Okay, still feeling the whole body, let the right hand drop down and just use the left side now. So the concentration is on the center and on feeling everything. Okay, right hand. You might wonder why does John make us do this so many times? So that your body understands how you want to be feeling when you put it onto a person or onto a pad or into the combat in training, in sparring. It's much easier to get into the condition under these circumstances. Make sure you're taking a straight line. Good. And bringing both hands up, and now start to go once again with both hands very slowly and start to sink the energy down now. So make sure the toes are pointed in. And start really sinking everything down. It's like there's a continual release, a continual relaxation. Let that sinking feed into all the joints, ligaments, tendons. Sinking, sinking, sinking. Like you're having a nice warm internal shower. Let those knees come forward like they want to kick. Yeah, that'll help the hips and legs release over time. Okay, dropping the right hand and just using the left as you continue to be centered and sinking. So all these components are going to be a given when we start to apply it to the pad work. So centered and sinking. Right hand, centered and sinking. This is the foundation of the movement, the stance, the state, and the movement of the shoulder and elbow and wrist joint to bring the punch to the target. What we're now going to add to it is I want you to also turn the spine slightly. Yeah? Yeah? Okay. So the spine turn and the punch are all happening at the same time. You'll see that the spine and the punch start and finish at the same time. Yeah? It's very subtle. It's a very subtle movement. Why do we do this? We want to add the power of the spine turning into the punch. But it's very subtle. It's very small. You don't need to overcommit yourself. There's no need. Our opponent's here. Okay? Left hand. Still centering and sinking, guys. So you're training your energy body and your physical body. And now you can do both hands. So left. Nice and loose. Don't think robotic with it. You want to feel nice and loose. Here. Not here. Here, yeah. 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 Good. Now even further, we're still centering and sinking. We're going to be this turn, but also slightly, you're going to bring the chin slightly down and the head over as well. So some of you did the 3 types of punching class last week, yeah? Basically what we're doing now is we're using the turn of the spine, the turn of the joints that are in the arm, but also the spiraling effect of the spine coming this way as well. And you'll find that the fist will slightly turn over as well. So we're using a spiraling effect of the hand. We're still taking a straight line, but this is turning on the spot. So it's kind of like a boxer's punch, except we're still keeping the elbows tight and to the center, and they're very short range. Still in a center line strike fashion. So you'll find they turn over a bit. Make sure you're still looking forward with it. Still looking at your target. Keep it loose, feel all the joints free. All the joints are like marbles floating in like a capsule of oil, so they're just free and loose to spin. They're not tight or rigid. Punching into the center still, guys, so looking into the mirror, you'll still be punching straight into that center. Keep those feet flat, because you're only using a small turn, so keep grounded. Very small turn. Even if your feet don't turn, that's fine. Just turn what you can. Don't try and force the feet or take them off the ground either. Okay, and coming back to the stance and just center line. Take deep breaths, and now use the visualization. White light in the whole body. Drop the left hand. So you're centered, sinking, sensing, and seeing now. You got the whole state on. You can just imagine you're doing the energy training, but while doing energy training, the full state, you're doing this. See that line in front of you, but you're just doing a short range punch, remember, just short. It's like the target's here and you're sending your fist into it. It's called a 1-inch punch, but the hand will move maybe 3 or even 5 because it's going into the target. Other hand. Well, there's a punching meditation. My kind of meditation. I like the handle.
Just tap.
Drunken master. Okay, keeping. So staying centered, sinking, sensing, seeing. So put the white light in the body, sync the chi, and now you can do the slight pivot with both hands. Yeah? And you're still facing forward. It's very slight, remember guys, very slight, because you want to be still ready to continue on at the person. Yeah? If our person's in front of us, we don't want to be going away from them like this. Remember, nice and loose. And now turning it over. You feel that you're even turning it over more, so you feel like you're punching like a boxer. Like a boxer. You know Japanik?
Yeah.
Yeah, like Japanik. Okay, shake your bodies out. Good. So, let's start applying on the pad. Can I borrow you, Richard? It's only from an inch away, bro, don't worry. What we're also gonna do, guys, so that you can work on your balance as well. So the person who's holding the pad is gonna be training their balance too. So what I want you to do is start with your feet together. So that when Richard punches me, punch, I've got to work on keeping myself nice and upright and balanced and taking that incoming pressure. Yeah? As opposed to sinking myself down like this, then it's just going to go down through the back leg into the floor. So you're working on absorbing and keeping balance as you take it. So when you are holding the pad for any punching, make sure your hands stay on the white part. Yeah? It's very easy to forget and do stuff like this. People break fingers that way, so let's not do that. The pad's here. Yeah. Okay. So as usual, set up your stance. Yeah. Spine tall, everything sinking down. And then just from an inch away, you're going to start off by using the first punch. So like the centerline punch from Wing Chun. Just from here. Okay? What you want to be thinking about. All the same things as usual. I keep myself centered, soft, joint spins, but really you're thinking about, I'm thinking about my hand reaching inside, if my fingers touched, into the center of his body there. And remember, that's just these moving. That's just this. I'm not using any movements of the spine or the hips. I'm not using joint movement at all. That's what we'll do later. There are a few variations to this, but this is just the simple one from here. Okay? Why do we practice this? Because in combat, you do get close in, and being able to deliver power from close really is an advantage, yeah? Because you can potentially knock someone out from in close, yeah? Meaning you can get power from any position, not having to have to wind up and strike. So it gives us a distinct advantage in combat. Okay, you get the idea? Okay, grab a partner and let's have a go.
Holy crap. Can I feel that right in my solar plexus every time you punched? Like I didn't feel the pad taking it, I felt inside.
Yeah, there's different ways. Yeah, there's different. Because I was doing that so it would go in. I was doing it combat. Combat is you want it to go in. Yeah. So it doesn't, it's not like impressive to people watching, but you know, if we're doing it for the audience, you'll do, you know, like more like, you know, send them away kind of stuff. You don't feel.
It makes me move, but the first two punches, like that first punch, I don't move much, but I get winded. You heard the air coming from my chest going like that.
Yeah, the power goes in. Yeah. That's what you're looking for.
One punch. Yeah.
That's the biggest inch I've ever seen.
Biggest inch?
Yeah. So you get closer, much closer. Put that one down. Yeah, like there.
No,
okay, yeah.
Don't wind up much.
Yeah, like that, yeah.
No. So, like he was touching this. Just put your hand up, already close to it, so almost like you're in a curve. Yeah, so you should be getting it from.
That is 1 inch punch, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hence why it's
You're like Bruce Lee now. Dolphin Lee. Okay, at the moment what I see you're doing is like this. So if you stand there and watch, just stand there and watch me. Come here. The moment what you're doing is you're letting this part reach forward like this and leaving the rest of the body behind it. So get into your stance and feel like you're connected so that when you hit, you've got this behind it. Yeah? You want to feel like this is all behind it. You're losing this because you're putting this in front of it and keeping and disconnecting it, okay? So, come closer. Center yourself, Tai Gong, yeah? And keep your feeling in Tai Gong in your legs. Feel your body and just reach forward. Yeah. Reach forward, good. Into there. Like you're reaching in and giving his heart a high five. Better. You feel the difference?
Yeah.
Good. Delphine. Closer. Yeah, now we're talking. Okay, jump over here and watch what's happening. So I'm you. From here, so watch my body. So step back a bit and watch my overall body. It's like, so now instead of that, what's the difference? Go back here. Watch the difference. Instead of this, from here, this all rests and stands, and this just shoots forward. Yeah. Little bit of this stay home. Yeah. All of this is still at home, relaxing with me, and then your hand is just going. Yeah.
Oh shit!
Double whammy.
Double whammy. Yeah. My eyes closed then. Sorry.
Yeah. A bit closer. Closer. Yeah. Get this all rest at home. We're all at home. Yeah. And just shoot it forward. Eyes open. See where you go.
I won't close my eyes.
Yeah, I just don't want you to bust your wrist. That's all.
That's okay.
Okay, you bust your wrist. It's not my problem.
Hey, I was beaten.
Signed a waiver.
I can handle anything now.
I believe in you.
Fuck yeah.
It's alright. It doesn't bother me. Yeah, better. Good. And now let it go into his chest. Good, because the body's resting at home. Good. Yeah. Without force. Just here you go. No force. Just happiness. Think of that smile, that pat smile. You know what I'm saying?
That giggly smile.
Yeah, that pat giggly smile. Yeah. Good. All right, give your partner a turn, guys.
That takes a lot in right here. I was going to say, watch the fingers. There's more padding.
You're better to wear it here, yeah, because then and your thumbs and fingers off the red, yeah, because then it's not going to go back onto you, yeah, and then you're training your body to take pressure.
Expand the spine. Are you able to do that? Like toes in and go down. Okay. Toes in, find your center. When you do that, you expand the spine. Feel the spine expanding. Don't worry about it sinking. Just think and literally feel yourself like extending your spine. And not quite. Would be the.
The first reason you're feeling kickback, so the actual shape's good and your concentration's fantastic, the movement's great. The first reason you're feeling kickback is because of the legs. Yeah, you know what I mean? So because of the force that comes back into your body as your legs are pointed outward, as it you feel as it. So if you're coming forward like you're punching me, as that force comes into your body, it breaks here, which makes your stance go back. So the first foundation is you want to make sure you got this and Tai Gong, because now as you keep that on and you just keep going through the punch, don't lean, just punch, So let the body rest first. Yeah, good. And don't think like you're punching. Just reach forward as I put pressure on towards your body. Yeah, now that can feed into the stance really easily. And keep reaching forward. Yeah, you can take this. That's the first reason. Yeah. So let's keep that on first, and we'll see how that changes things a little closer. So knees slightly bent, toes in, softly draw up. Yeah? As you do this. Yeah. So don't even think about the punch because you know how to do the punch. Think about this part as you do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
I gotta be honest. All I'm doing is.
Yeah. See that?
It's a lot for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Feel the difference? Yeah. Now that force can relay back to the stance and back to him. Yeah.
This is what I should explain to you. So the more you're centering yourself, the more around.
Girlfriend likes it. You got the power.
It feels better, yeah.
So that's what I'm using.
Relax, man. You look like getting a knock
Relax,
through
Jeff
the
Pinnick.
window.
Relax, Jeff Pinnick. Relax. Okay, good. Now that's sorted. Now what I would add to it, if you could jump over here a sec. You've got the stance going, so that's going quite well. But what's happening from the upper body? There's a slight this. So you want it to look more like this on contact.
The right arm is better than the left, but
As opposed to,
a lot of it is, as I
because
said,
if you do,
centering yourself
if you
first
feel
to get that
me
structure.
put pressure on me,
The
you feel me
second part where you
that you
really
feel,
win the
you
person,
feel that you can
making
catch.
sure you're
Whereas if I maintain the
there,
stance and I do it,
making sure you're going in that whole plane, not just one spot.
yeah, you can feed back down. Yeah, as opposed to this.
Think of it like you're
Same
holding
for
a
you.
big, huge
Lean
rod,
forward.
and You're going right.
You feel it playing back on you.
So
Yeah,
first measure
And now just maintain that uprightness.
is to measure where the
Yeah,
fist will end
yeah.
up.
Fuck,
So
it's a big
when you
change.
put this
Yeah,
in your arm,
you've got the power.
yeah, you get power.
Power, mate.
So that you're gonna
You should get Benny,
go
no.
past that, right?
All right.
Get those fingers off.
Go back with it. You should-
Yeah.
that's it.
Do not want to break anything.
Yeah, that's it. A little bit closer. A little bit closer.
Yes, that was very good. Yes! That was very good.
Sorry, that was a
A little
good one.
bit. So the stance came off that time. We forgot about the stance. Yeah.
How good was
So
that
remember too
one?
many things at once.
Yeah, there we go.
Good, good. More practice.
Oh, no, it's okay. Just
Now, all you add is a looseness. Yeah, like a looseness and speed, like that. Yeah? Looseness. So you've got all the conditions up now. Stance is on, you're not leaning with it, now just loose. Yeah. Loose. Yeah, nice.
You wound back to
yeah,
hit.
it's okay.
Yeah.
Have you both had it too?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
You both
yeah.
had it
We
too?
actually just switched right back.
Yeah, because
I didn't get to see you.
Oh, he was good. Yeah. Yeah. Do it on him.
Great. No pressure now. No pressure
Oh,
whatsoever.
he was good. Yeah, he was good. Yeah. Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, the structure's good, stance is good, spine's on. What I would say, yeah. The only thing is that I'm feeling this part of you touching. So imagine that as I make contact, imagine that everything is touching there. So I imagine that everything is touching there. Yeah, as opposed to, feel this? That's this. Now everything. Yeah. I just think, phew, yeah. Try that. Just imagine everything contacting the punch.
Everything.
Like your legs and your other arm, you know, all of it. Oh, yeah, I felt that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Feel the difference.
Oh, no, thank you. I already know.
Yeah, that one sunk in. That was good.
I already know. Thank you.
It's so misleading.
No, it's not.
All right.
You did well.
Bring it in.
And, like when it happens, it's misleading because it feels like you didn't punch very hard.
Oh,
Like it really
that's
doesn't.
weird.
Yeah, it's a.
Whereas when you said it was wrong, it felt like I was punching much harder.
Yes, that's the trick with this system. That you want to align yourself with effortless power.
Yeah.
You'll feel like, you know, you'll want to do that slam on the target because you'll feel that kickback, which makes you equate to power because you've done weights training or kickboxing or whatever before. So yeah, when you were doing it and it was sinking right in, it looked effortless. Yeah. All right, now.
Same thing.
Same thing.
So now we're going to do the same thing again, but we're going to do it. So you're going to be facing slightly off center now. So I'll be facing slightly. So my hand will be like here. And I'm going to use that slight pivot as well. You see, it's not from far away. Yeah. So if you're able to achieve that type of power when you're in close, you know, you've come into contact with a fight from here, you should be able to knock out from contact. Yeah. Which is quite useful.
As long as we don't get to court. So
As long as you don't go to court. Good thinking.
if he's unconscious.
Cool. So things to think about. Make sure this and this are moving together. You don't want to be doing this and then that. Like then you've lost the momentum. Or you don't want to be doing this, this, then this. You're thinking of them unified. Yeah? I noticed the second one. I noticed my legs tense up, so I felt kickback. So I had to fix it.
Yeah, I noticed it too.
You're doing well.
It's good to train holding the pad on you because your body gets used to shock. Your body just understands. So then when you're in combat, you take hits and you go, okay, I understand
It
that.
takes a while to recover afterwards.
I haven't been winded like that in years, man.
Oh, cool.
Honestly, it's getting here.
It takes a while to recover.
Okay, let's have a go. That makes sense, right, guys? Yeah?
Those are.
I'm with you.
Yeah, okay, have a crack.
Okay with those. I'm okay with those.
Yeah.
There's only one punch.
So now to pivot. So you're starting slightly off. So if I can just show you the angle. So this is your aim, and you're turning this and this. Yeah. Yeah. It's a little turn. So closer. That's a 5-inch punch. You want to do. We're doing it 1 inch. We're doing it close. So kind of think of like your fingers are touching. Do it from there.
Like that.
Yeah. See, it's very subtle movements, but when you use it coordinated, you can get quite a lot of power.
Yeah, it was a lot of power.
The
Oh,
motion
one
was very
punch
surprised.
punch. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can feel the Bruce Lee move now.
Oh, yeah, see? That was much more surprised. I could feel the weight behind it.
Because Delphin's quite relaxed, so it's quite easy for him to transfer the power. When he really starts concentrating more, then you'll be a lethal weapon,
Yeah.
a Japanic weapon.
Yeah, that's right. Yep. You have to concentrate, you know.
So you were doing this, right? The top half of the body. Then
Good.
the second
Closer,
time you did it,
closer.
you turned everything. Yeah. See?
Delphin's pretty. Too much force now. Stop trying to do it and just give him a flower. Yeah. Then you'll feel less kickback, Delphin.
The center.
Not bad. Nope. I think Daniel wants to fight you now. Good.
Still not feel. Oh, that was better.
Yeah. Can't have them all right.
She does better when she doesn't think. Like she does
Yes.
two quick
Oh, yeah.
successive ones.
Yes.
The first one.
Because I'm always overthinking what you shouldn't do. I know.
As
but
Bruce
then-
Lee says, don't think.
Don't think.
Feel.
Feel.
Don't think.
Don't think.
I flow like
Feel.
water.
Feel.
I flow like, okay, your turn.
I can feel it.
That's
Use your, now try your left hand, Delphin.
Come here.
Muhammad Ali.
It's hard. You do it.
Don't think.
John's so used to
I-
this,
I
right?
can watch. I can watch.
So
yeah.
off to the side by a bit.
all
and
good.
Just
I can watch and learn. I observe. I like,
It's good. It's good.
you punch as hard.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, that's pretty normal.
Sinking.
it's not coming from.
It's good though. I'm feeling it.
I'm glad it's you and not me.
Yeah.
Delphin, reach into the finish point, not 2 points. Okay, just take a look at. Go, Delphin. See what Delphin's doing now. He's doing like this. He's going. So he's doing 1, 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want it to be
Just one.
1. Yeah. 1. Yeah. Yeah. Left hand. You would. Yeah. You would. Yeah, that's better. Yeah. Just one. Like one towel.
One for you.
Turn the spine. Turn the spine. Not one towel, not 2 towel. Give. Have you had a go, Steve?
No, not yet.
Have a crack, brother. I just realised I had it on my heart. Not a good idea, right?
Don't worry, you won't be able to get there. Not yet.
Oh.
It's good for the camera. Make me look.
It reminded me of Austin.
Who said that last time?
He said, like at the academy, I remember like back in, like, I don't know, maybe close to 20 years ago, he said it to me. Good. Oh, fuck, that was a good one. Jesus. What did you do then? Fucking, that went right in and fucking gave my
You said
internal.
good, and then I did what she did, which was next one, just go.
That gave my internal system a shock, and I
Why
haven't.
you're doing it, not me?
You guys hit hard. I think you guys hit harder than like me and my training mates used to hit back in the day. Because we used to belt each other without pads, and you could take it. But now you guys hit me with a pad, and I'm like, ah.
You're getting old.
You think that's it? I was tougher when I was younger.
No, but
maybe.
I'm also not really learning. Like this energy.
Yeah, this is.
for
I
punching.
suppose their systems more advanced.
Yes, I really understand and I'm okay.
Hold the pad like this then, yeah, because I want to have a look over there. Okay, so the movement's all correct. You're turning the spine well. Your stance is on. Let's think less, meaning less of a turn, and less needing to do less with the punch. Think of it like short and sharp. So from here, all you need is like a turn like this and a punch like this. Yeah. See how there's very little movement as opposed to
I'm
like
using
that.
less effort.
See what I mean? Try to think of less, but coordinated, meaning the spine and the arm are working together. Yeah. So as you spin this turns, yeah, so, yeah, together, yeah, and it's much less. So you're so maybe come over this side a bit and aim that way, yeah, and then you just, yeah, and your arm is reaching, even though it's so close, is reaching inside to his spine, yeah, that's it, yeah. Yeah, less is more. So this spins, yeah. Yeah, now, so the movement's all correct now. The spine and the arm moving together using much less. Now think as though you're loosening into the target. Because at the moment on contact, you're tensing up on the impact, yeah, which will deliver a type of force, but that's this type of force. You're looking to think of it. So I'll show you the difference if you watch me. If I tense up, it's like. It's like you see how my body is like a reaction, like an equal opposite smack. I'm thinking more as like everything's loosening into him. By letting this stay soft, if you look at it from a structural perspective, like structure, it's like through the bones and back to him structurally. Yeah, energetically you're thinking it bouncing off. So it's more like, yeah? It's like, whew, like I'm giving him everything. I don't want to let it come back to me. So it's like this kind of feeling, as opposed to if you were to tense up on contact, yeah. So you're not looking for that feeling. You're looking for like a softer, like you're giving everything to me. Now you want to balance that with the right structure of the hand, because you don't want to go too loose and So go again, keep that looseness. Yeah, like you're giving to me. Yeah. Try that now. Give it all to him like loose.
Yeah. Center.
Loose.
Finding your center to connect yourself.
Get those fingers off, bro.
Big hall, a big dojo. Look around.
We're all in one corner.
It's warmer.
Closer to the
Yeah, good. Yeah, good. Less turn of the body, but the movement's good. Just enough. Because it just needs to be turning on impact. It doesn't need to be turning long before. So you just need
You're trying to get that.
just need a little turn.
Feel like you're trying
Yeah, because then that adds the momentum of the spine.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because in actual fact, if you feel that, you're doing it wrong. It should feel like a really quick snap.
Yeah, that's the right movement. Now that just needs to be looser and faster. That's it. And that will add the power, because force is mass times acceleration. So that speed will be what adds it. Looser and faster, the movement's correct. Yeah, looser. Yeah, good. All right, guys, bring it in. Any questions on the short range punching with the center line punch and the pivot punch? Any questions?
Yeah. Not questions, just observation.
Any observations you want to share? Yep. From punching.
Keep punching.
Yeah.
So wait.
Sometimes it happens when people are contacting, there's a bit of a movement upwards or downwards on the pad. So there's like a stretching of on contact, there's like a little stretch. Over time, when you more you practice, you'll find that you'll land flush as opposed to a little upward or downward motion on impact. It's not a big deal. It doesn't really matter. As long as you don't mind a little bit of red or sometimes a scab on your knuckles, then it's all good. Any other observations or questions?
Oh, yeah. So my observation was, I noticed with me and with Pat, I found that the key is more about finding your center, especially for this exercise, because you're trying to find the rotation, right? So as we're trying to rotate, you could tell if something in the center is not going with it, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Whether it be the shoulder,
Good observation.
the center,
Good observation.
Something doesn't go along with the whole body. In the center line turning,
Yeah.
then you lose all that drive forward, and you just end up with a whimper.
It's like the pathways are being blocked or something, blocked.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you want to feel like like the whole spine does this.
Yeah.
At the same time, you don't want to feel like it's a iron rod, even though sometimes we say it's like a pole. It's like a pole. It's more like, you know, a bunch of marbles on a string which are all independently spinning, but at the same time, so that they can also spin at different speeds. Like when you can see now the upper part of the spine is turning, but this part isn't. Yeah. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. Any other observations?
Stop thinking.
Don't think. Feel.
Stop thinking.
Okay.
Stop overthinking.
We'll finish off with one more go, right?
Don't think.
I was going to do some more, but we're running low on time. So what we'll do is we're just going to do the same thing, but walking each other across the room. So, you know, pivot punch, pivot punch, pivot punch. But come in close first and then do it, yeah? From close, yeah? Not, it's not fair for the person holding the pad. Get in close and then pivot punch. Get in close, pivot punch. So the way, if we can just look at the mechanics of it so that you guys understand what to do, if you can come here. So if I go through it slowly, my hand's like facing slightly off to the side, but I'm touching basically. Spine turns, shoulder joint turns, states on into center. Boom, here he steps back. So let's say I've hit him and he's gone back. Then I make sure I line up again this way and then do it, yeah? Yeah, just so then you understand, okay, I need to come to this side, then use that pivot. As opposed to just coming up and going, raw.
Come here.
Yeah. Otherwise, if we were doing it that way, I'd use bigger pads because it can be too much. You know? That's Japanik. That's right. Okay, let's do it. Okay, I'm thinking about speed too. I'm thinking, let's go, boof, boof,
Like that?
boof. Yeah, and keep going. Yeah. Come closer, closer. Someone wasn't listening. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, good. Line up with the side, and then yeah. Let's go.
Okay.
It's even better if it's the dodgy one. That means that you practice more effortless.
More turn with the left hand. More turn. Yeah. Nice.
Less of a drive or snap.
Straight forward. Don't go backwards. Just forwards.
Move forwards.
Just forwards.
Forwards.
Yeah, because you were doing this. You were going
Wind back.
Oh,
like that.
right. Sorry.
That's like me saying to you, "Hey, I'm going to punch you," by doing this.
I'm warning the person.
Exactly.
I understand.
It's called a telegraph. We don't want to do that.
Oh, no.
Go straight forward. Let's go. Boom, 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 boom,
No,
boom.
I was harassed. I handled myself very well. You know.
You did?
I did. I was harassed. So I handled myself very well.
So none of this. Keep trying to do this.
Dolphin. The Delphinator.
No, you have to go all the way.
All right, have a turn, Steve. That's why, you know, a lot of the time people think, oh, you can't get power with these types of punches. But then you actually can. You can, yeah. If you use the, if you,
I'm being pushed back.
exactly,
I'm
yeah.
taking a step back.
Yeah, that's it. If you, as you get into it and you start to understand the stance, understand the energy, understand the spine, you can get power from here, and then you realize, shit, these chain punches are pretty fucking lethal. Because imagine coming at pace like this with that type of power. You know, it's hard to stop.
You're actually progressing forward because then you're ready for actually snapping and striking really hard. See, I'm trying to get ready for a hard hit. Look at that lightning.
Is that lightning? I've been looking at
Yeah, there's loads of lightning going
Isn't
on.
that beautiful?
Yeah. It's like your punches, guys.
Lightning punches. Getting close. No, getting close. Don't lean back.
Okay. I'm going to punch you now.
See, that's what you want. You want to say, I want to punch you, and then go for snap
I'm going to
forward.
punch you now.
Yeah.
I'm going to punch you now.
Yeah.
I'm going to punch you now.
Two things, center and straight forward. The problem now is that you're doing this, so then you have to fight your own momentum. You're going back and then forward rather than just forward, yeah? Just forward, yeah, just forward. Holding front stance, remember? Holding front stance, just so that so you're training your balance, yeah? You ride the force, yeah?
How you get more practice.
Are
feel it in my freaking lungs. Come on.
Straightforward. It's like at the beginning of a race, like a sprinter would just go straight, you know? Same concept, you know? Straight. It's like a sprinter, straight.
It's just that instinct to want to go back.
Because we have this idea that we're going to get more power from back here. We're trying to retrain that so that we get power from wherever we are, because of the stance, not because of the momentum and distance that we have to.
More accelerate.
Exactly. Yeah, we're getting the power from our stance and our energetic condition.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, God, words are so weird. It's like having to think about. Nope. That's my
Good.
freaking.
So the movements are all good. Think of it like you're a jellyfish now.
Yeah, or not
Yeah.
close.
So it's like, as opposed to like that's very structural, which is good. You want it to be more like you just.
Yeah, I'm trying to. See, that's the thing. I'm trying to find that center. That's why it's so structural, right? I'm trying to connect to that whole center to hit it. So.
Is that as hard as the power you've got more?
Maybe.
More.
That's there's more different things you can add to it as well.
Yeah.
Different energy, intentions, and also
Yeah.
different vectors of movement as well.
Yeah. Don't think.
Don't make
Think.
feel.
Be like
Don't make
water.
feel. Yeah.
Be like
Dolphin.
water.
Oh, Japanese dolphin. All right, hold it there. Alrighty. Did you ever go both ways? You did, right? Yeah. We all had to go both ways. Yeah.
Yes.
Excellent. What observations or questions do you have about close range punching?
It is very difficult.
Yeah. You really want to. The reason why I spent the first 20 minutes working on actually getting your body into a condition is because that's the foundation for it.
Yeah.
If your body's tense in
Still
any.
do that.
Yeah.
You spend half an hour doing it.
Yeah.
So
You'll
get a pad in front of you and you, oh.
Yeah, exactly. You'll find the old patterns and habits will just arise so that you can recondition them. Yeah, I mean, through observation and training. The condition we're looking for is the state. Centered, sensing, sinking, and seeing that white light, and then moving freely under that condition. So that's why I spent a lot of time at the beginning to get you into that nice state for it.
You're gonna need more time in the beginning.
Sorry?
I think you need more time to release.
That's it.
Yeah,
Any other observations, or do you have any other questions at all?
that was fun.
Okay, well, we want to shake our bodies out, loosen up. We'll just do a quick minute standing energy meditation. Remembering this is the foundation of the system. Take a deep breath, center yourself. If you need to, draw up Tai Gong in order to feel that area. Visualize white light in the whole spine, and also use the feeling chi to feel it all as well. Make sure your eye line is directly forward and feel upright with your spine. There's an uprightness, an openness to your spine, and using no force at all. Now feel the body, and at the same time, drop any tension down to the floor, like you're sinking energy through your whole body, like you're standing in a pleasant waterfall that's releasing any tension from your whole body, clearing out any blockages. And activate the white light in the whole body as well. So see and feel white, shining light, and the white line in front of you if you want to as well. Take deep breaths. Feel your center tall, open, and clear. Your mind calm, your body completely relaxed, and your emotions balanced. And keep this state with you for as long as you wish, and bring it back whenever you like. Opening up your eyes. Thank you, thank you, thank you.